there's no escape. Over your shoulder, don't look away. Get ready.
Good evening, and welcome to the first ever New York City Rubber Ball League Draft. I want to start off by thanking all of you who stuck with us for the past, a little less than a year between our showcases and our events and going through the process. But tonight is the night where it all begins for real. I, myself, and Co-Commissioner Richard are definitely proud of the product we put in place. And again, tonight is where the dreams really come true. So with that being said, we are officially ready to kick off the NYCRBL selection meeting. The Staten Island 61s are on the clock.
Welcome, one and all, to the inaugural RBL selection meeting, aka the draft. I am your Commissioner, Demetrius Edwards George. Alongside with me to my right is Co-Commissioner Richard Castro. Let's give everybody a wave. Thank you. Along with us are two of our vaunted prospects, designated hitter Gamaliel Rodriguez Jr. out of Brooklyn, and also out of Brooklyn, pitching prospect Michael Mell, representing his hometown borough with the Brooklyn Bitch in the background. To all of you watching either here on YouTube in the premiere, we want to thank you so much for being with us for the past year or so. And to all of our prospecting tonight, I want to thank you for sticking it out. Thank you for being a part of something great and something great for the future. All right, I do believe we are ready for the first pick in the draft, and let's go to the podium.
And so here it is, a moment in history. The first pick ever in the RBL draft. And with that being said, with the first pick in the RBL draft, the Staten Island 61s select Andy Fernandez, an infielder from the Bronx. The Manhattan Expos are on the clock.
And so there it is. Andy Fernandez out of the Bronx is our first ever selection in the draft. And Andy Fernandez started out as a round 3 projected pick, but he showed out in our showcase at Central Park and came to our draft combine and proved his 5-star status. Andy Fernandez has also been playing baseball since the age of 3, so that just shows off more of his skill set. He's only 19. So not only is he rookie eligible, he's also going to be a force in this league for years to come. On top of that, he's a big hitter. Knows where to find the ball out of the zone and definitely pluck it out of there. Came out Central Park 5 for 5 in his first game, and undoubtedly one of the biggest hits of last season. He is just phenomenal. Great to see what he does. The face of the franchise for Staten Island for years to come, and definitely the face of the league. Very happy to have Andy as our number 1 pick. And also, our own Alex Garrett, who unfortunately couldn't have been here tonight, had a chance to have a few words with Andy.
And we are back at the RBL Rubber Baseball League combine with Andy Fernandez. Andy, thanks for joining me.
Nice to meet you, bro.
What's it like to play for RBL?
I mean, it's pretty good, I have pretty fun time, It's always fun to be out here and play. And we always see, we always have some fans cheering for us, and that's good, I play travel ball. I play for the league was called NYCRBL League, and it was in the Bronx. I played a few games there before I quit because I didn't see much of a competition there.
And you're 19 now, so you've been playing since age of 3. That's pretty remarkable. Andy, why'd you choose the RBL? Like, what was the motive to join?
I mean, I wanted to show off my skills, and really I really want to get back into the game.
What are your expectations for this combine for yourself? Like,
honestly, I'm going for the trophy, for the MVP trophy.
Okay, so you're gunning for it then.
Yeah.
All right, look out. Andy's gunning for the trophy. So we'll have MVP of this whole combine. We'll see what happens.
All right. The second pick. Here it comes. Go to the podium.
With the second pick in the RBL draft, the Manhattan Expos select Eddie Lenahan, a pitcher from Brooklyn.
Eddie Lenahan becomes our second pick of the draft and our first pitcher off the board. Another 5-star prospect, was slated to be a top 5 pick right out of the gate. And Eddie Lenahan definitely came out to the draft combine and raised that status to become the number 2 pick. Eddie Lenahan has a great backstory, although coming in the league at the age of 30. Was an all-ESPN Northeast Region pitcher out of James Madison High School in Brooklyn. And let me read off some of these stats to you real fast. In 3 years at James Madison, he went 28-1 with an 0.89 ERA. So he is shaking off the rust for sure. And at the expense of our other prospect, Michael Mel, we can sense here that Lenahan's got great movement. Really good movement, a very live fastball. Forces swings out of the zone, forces swings and misses, forces ground balls, he forces contact. And he's got some great stuff. He was also our draft combine's MVP, as you see here, getting the punch out here on our good old co-commissioner. And Eddie Lenahan proving to be the top pitching prospect, and I hope to see what he does for this Expos franchise. And he as well, we got a chance to talk with our own Alex Garrett.
Eddie, thanks for joining today. What's the difference here?
Well, this is my first time throwing one of these rubber balls, so it's a major difference. Throw the ball straight, you're getting movement every which way, so it's something I got to get used to. But
I see you're already working on it, so how's that been so far?
Hey, so far so good, you know. Everything's flying up, but I'll get the zone.
Are you another one that found this on Instagram?
Yes.
Cool.
Scrolling through Instagram one day, seen it, and it caught my eyes. Didn't
Did
get
you
a part of
research
it.
about this before starting, or?
No, I just followed you guys' page and checking every day, reading about everything you guys put up, and it definitely caught my eye.
And so what do you traditionally do in softball? Like what's your...
Softball, I normally play third or outfield, but growing up, I was a pitcher, high school, college. So
It's a different thing. I even tried that yesterday. I was zoning in there a little bit, but it's a little different.
yeah, it'll get there. It's going to take time. It's not something you're just going to pick it up. And
Hitting,
it's
you're going to enjoy the hitting part, okay? That ball
yeah, I'm excited
flies
for
off
that.
the bat.
I'm excited for that.
All right, third pick is ready to go. Let's go to the podium.
With the third pick in the RBL draft, the Long Island Lookouts select Andrew Montero Jr., a pitcher from Queens. The Bronx Rubberball Club is on the clock.
It's a shame he slipped to third here, but Andrew Montero Jr., aka Taro, is a name I've waited to come off the board from day one. And he is one of the OGs of our meetings. And this is how old it is. He came out here when we were still using catchers. Andrew Montero Jr. is without a doubt a 5-star prospect with a very lively fastball. He's got very good location, very good movement on that fastball too. And if you think he's great on the mound, wait till you see what he does at the plate. A huge threat with the ball in his hand and with the bat in his hand. These clips courtesy of our guys down at Mid-Atlantic Wiffle and Golden Stick Whiffs. And so Andrew Montero Jr., without a doubt, a all-around prospect. And an obvious reason why he was slated to be the number 1 pick from day one. A shame again that he slipped down to third. But Andrew Montero Jr. is slated to tear up the league from day one. And I cannot wait to see what he brings to the table. All right, here it is. Let's go to the podium for the 4th pick of the RBL draft.
With the 4th pick in the RBL draft, the Bronx Rubberball Club select Gamaliel Rodriguez Jr., a designated hitter from Brooklyn. The Brooklyn Bridges. Around the clock.
Gamaliel Rodriguez Jr. out of Brooklyn is by far one of the more dedicated prospects I have seen. He came in the league actually as a pitching prospect, and if there are 2 words I can describe G-Rod with, it's untapped potential. He is very, and I mean very patient at the plate. He knows when not to swing on a pitch, and when he does lay off one, he's got some sneaky contact. On a couple of these, he's come down from 2 strike counts. 1 ball and 1 strike counts, 2 strike counts, and then sometimes he'll let it loose, and he'll know when to tear off on one. Again, Rodriguez Jr., rookie eligible, might I add. Definitely, I hope to see him grow into one of the great players in this league. And again, his potential is just limitless. Can't wait to see what he does for us in the future. And there it is, his moment in the sun at long last. One of our more dedicated prospects, Gamaliel Rodriguez Jr., who actually started off with us as a pitcher. However, we did see a lot of his potential as a potential designated hitter, so it was so great to see him improve and develop over the summer. And we are glad to be with him here, live. So Gammy, 4th pick, how do you feel?
I feel awesome and excited.
That's good to hear, man. It's good to hear. Like we said, we're very impressed with you, how you improved over the summer. Can't wait to see that. Can't wait to see how you improved this summer, for sure.
Thank you.
All right. That being said, we're ready to go to the podium for the 5th pick.
With the 5th pick in the RBL draft, the Brooklyn Bridges select Nick DeConey, a utility player from Jersey City, New Jersey. The Queens County Flyers are on the clock.
Nick DeConey is an interesting prospect in that he's the first player outside of the New York City area as a 4.5-star prospect. He puts the utility in the utility player. He can be a great starter. He can come in as relief. He can be a great glove in the in and or outfield, and he can be a big bet in the lineup. So Nick DeConey has a great skill set, a great 5-tool player, and as somebody who's grounded out to him twice in a showcase we had out in Central Park, I can attest that Nick DeConey will be one of the great players for the Brooklyn Bridges in the years to come. Although being one of the oldest with rookie eligibility in this class in the year 2023, I'm sure Nick will rise to the occasion and become one of the better rookies in this year's draft class. Again, with his arm, his skills, and his great bat, there will not be a spot that Nick DeConey will not be able to fill for this Brooklyn Bridges squad.
With the 6th pick in the RBL draft, the Queens County Flyers select Daniel LeBron, a utility player from the Bronx. That will conclude the first round of the RBL draft. We will resume with the second round, where the Queens County Flyers remain on the clock.
Rounding out the first round, we have Daniel LeBron, a 3-star utility player out of the Bronx. He has a decent bat from what I've seen from our showcase at Riverside. As a utility player, he hasn't shown much as far as pitching or fielding, but he has said that he can be a leader for a contender right away, and I do see that in his future. We will have to see if this Flyers squad does contend for a title right off the bat, but if LeBron can become the leader for this squad for years to come, that would be great.
We at the RBL want to take this time out to shout out some people who have helped us out along the way, starting with our guys down at Golden Stick Whips. Rob, well, I appreciate you having us out there. Show us a great time. I also want to shout out Font Guys at Penno, who made us these hats for draft night. We are very much appreciative of you guys, and we hope to have your continued support through our journey.